To try and find two people that are pretty compatible, and even though they look as though they shouldn't be with the little and large type thing, they actually do move very similarly in a lot of the actions that they do.
Brilliant. 1, 2, 3, go.
You basically just have to take off at the same time, spin at the same rotations and hit the water at the same time.
This is only their 4th ever chance to practice together. In 5 days, they'll be taking on the best senior synchronised divers in England. They perform from the highest board, the 10-metre platform. It's the equivalent of diving off a 3-storey building. Tom hits the water at 35 miles per hour. One mistake at this speed could end his career.
If he gets injured, then he's out, particularly at the moment while he is still growing, and the bones and the joint plates and whatever else are just that little bit, we have to be careful with them.
When I don't do a dive very well and I want to do it again that's good, I'm not allowed because I'm too young to be doing it, really.
If he does too much and gets injured, then he can't do anything for a while, so we need to take it a little bit steady.
To get the most out of training, they video dives and examine every detail.
So that's much better, yeah? Much squarer on the end.
That leg count.
You can see the synchro is great. It really is good. It's natural. You look good together and you work well together.
Yeah, the synchro comes quite naturally to us, and just have to work on the dives a bit more now. So go home and train a bit harder.
The dives look great in training, but the new teenage pairing is untested. How will they measure up when they take on the best synchronised divers in the country at the English Championships in only 5 days? British diving think they found an Olympic champion, but British Gymnastics is still looking. In charge of the search in Wales is Tracy Skirton, and she has the 2012 London Olympics in her sights.
It's not just striving to compete now, it's striving to get a medal. You know, the whole aim is not just to get to the Olympics, it's to get a medal at the Olympics.
Now, this was where we had a few problems. In 2006, Beth Tweddle won Britain's first ever World Championship gold. But at just 22, she's at the end of her career, so now the race is on to find the stars of tomorrow.
And 3-run stretch jump. 1, 2, 3, and circle up.
Every corner of Britain is being searched to find potential world-class gymnasts.
Most of the time, you've spotted them by sort of 6 or 7, then worked with the good coach who can take them to do the basics correctly, and then they can then start to compete at the national competitions at sort of age 8 and 9.
So far in Wales, Tracy has found 3 hopefuls who all have an Olympic dream. The youngest is Venus Romeo, who's just 10 years old. Joining her are 11-year-old Jessica Hogg and 12-year-old Lizzie Beddoe.
Lizzie's big strength is that she's a very clever gymnast. She knows how to compete. She's very bright, and she trains very hard. And if you train hard, you can usually compete well. So, she's not a star on one piece, but she's very good on all 4 pieces, which makes her an overall good gymnast, which is quite useful when they're this young.
Competing in the same age group is Jessica Hogg.
She's Lizzie's training partner. They're the sort of same age, and they've always done all the national championships.
Jess, much better, much cleaner work, much cleaner.
She's always been a little bit in the shadow of Lizzie because Lizzie's always won things, but Jess has still, made some fantastic achievements.
Venus will only just be 16 in 2012, the minimum age allowed for Olympic gymnastic competitors.
She's got a very good body for gymnastics. She's very strong, naturally very strong, and she's just like a complete angel. She's like a baby, really. She just comes in the gym with a big smile on her face and walks out with a big smile on her face.
Tracy thinks they all have what it takes to become Olympic medal winners.
Hopefully they can compete against the Chinese, the Americans, the Russians, the Romanians, Ukrainians. There's some fantastic nations who, and we are moving up. We're moving into that band now.
All 3 girls have enormous talent. Now they'll need to prove it in competition. In 2 weeks' time, they'll be competing in the biggest national tournament for juniors. But will they stand out against the best in Britain?